A guy making $180,000 a year finally does it. He buys the Lamborghini he's dreamed about since he was 12. $220,000, paid in full, zero debt on the car itself. He thinks the hard part is over. He has no idea the real number about to bankrupt him isn't $220,000. It's $18,000 every single month. Here's how it plays out. He drives it off the lot feeling like he's made it. First week, he calls his insurance company. The quote comes back at $14,000 a year, not because he's a bad driver, but because insurers price exotic cars based on repair cost, not risk. A single fender bender on a car like this can cost more to fix than an entire economy car is worth. He pays it. A month later, the car needs its first scheduled service. Nothing's wrong, just routine maintenance. The bill is $3,800. Specialty fluids, specific parts, a technician certified for this exact engine, all priced accordingly. Then the tires. High-performance tires aren't the $150 a piece kind. They're closer to $1,200 each, and they wear out roughly twice as fast because of how the car is driven and how the compound is engineered for grip, not longevity. That's another $4,800 gone, and he hasn't hit 10,000 miles yet. Then parking. He can't leave it in a normal spot anymore, not if he wants to protect the paint and avoid theft. So he adds a private, monitored garage. A few hundred more a month. And depreciation, the silent killer nobody feels until they try to sell. Exotic cars can lose a huge chunk of their value in year one alone, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars, whether he drives it or lets it sit collecting dust. By the end of year one, insurance, maintenance, tires, storage, and depreciation combined, the real cost of that $220,000 car is closer to $220,000 plus another $70,000 to $90,000 just to keep it running and losing value in his driveway. This is what car dealers and finance experts quietly call the ownership iceberg. The purchase price is just the tip. 90% of the real cost sits underwater, invisible until you're already too deep to turn back. If you've ever looked at a price tag and thought, I could afford that, hit subscribe because today I'm showing you how to see the whole iceberg before you buy anything, not just the tip. My name is Bobby, and here's how the math actually works. The core mistake almost everyone makes is calculating affordability based on purchase price alone, because that's the only number the dealership shows you. But every high-value asset carries an ownership tax, a recurring cost that scales with the value and complexity of what you bought. A cheap car has a cheap ownership tax. An exotic, low-production car has one that can rival a mortgage payment. Think of it like a mansion versus a small house. The price tag might be 5 times higher, but the property tax, heating bill, and repairs aren't 5 times higher. They're often 10 or 15 times higher because maintaining something bigger and more complex scales up faster than the price did. Supercars work the same way. Exotic materials, specialized labor, higher costs to keep alive at every stage. Let's run the full annual math. Insurance, roughly $14,000 a year. Scheduled maintenance across 2 services, around $7,000. Tires, replaced every year and a half, about $3,200. Storage and detailing, around $3,600. Add those up, and you're at $27,800 a year, or about $2,300 a month, before driving a single mile for fun, and before depreciation, which in year one alone can erase $30,000 to $50,000 of resale value. Compare that to the original $180,000 salary. After taxes, take-home is roughly $130,000 a year. That means the Supercar's true annual carrying cost eats up over 20% of total take-home pay. That's not a car payment. That's basically a second rent payment, just to keep something in the garage. Now, you might not be buying a Lamborghini anytime soon, but this exact iceberg effect happens with regular purchases too. A bigger house means a bigger property tax bill and higher utilities. A boat means marina fees and winterizing costs most people never budget for. Even a nicer laptop nudges you into pricier accessories and repairs down the line. The purchase price is never the real price. It's just the entry fee to a much bigger, ongoing bill. So here's how you protect yourself. First, before buying anything expensive, research the total cost of ownership for that specific item, not the category, since costs vary wildly model to model. Second, budget ownership cost as a fixed percentage of take-home income, not gross salary, since that's what actually determines what you can sustainably absorb. Third, rent or lease the experience first if possible. A weekend supercar rental costs a few $100s and teaches you more about real ownership than any spec sheet ever will. The sticker price was never the real test of what you could afford. The real test is whether you can afford everything that price tag was quietly hiding underneath it. If you want to see how the rich structure purchases to avoid getting crushed by their own lifestyle, click on this video right here.